Go.
Galen Mysteries, Session 13.5. We are picking up with Trent, who is having his own little adventure around town. The others are far away doing their own thing, such as Tajgroth, who has gone to the Tempest Temple of Thor, because she is the new leader of it. Meanwhile, Francesca and Iku have gone out into the city. Unknown where they went. Which leaves Trent napping it up at the orphanage.
I guess it's about time I should get up and get going. I wonder where everybody else is.
Emily is there. She's just like, seems to be knitting.
Trent seems uninterested with Emily. He gets up and exits the orphanage.
You leave. So what's on the agenda today, Trent?
Well, I walk outside the orphanage and I look across the water. And
are you leaving the orphanage? You're like looking outside or leaving it?
Yeah, I'm like walking out of the orphanage.
I want you to roll me an acrobatics check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Or an acrobatics save. Save, not check. Sorry, save.
Let's see. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I gotta pull up my character profile.
All good.
So, how do I roll it at a disadvantage? I just roll it twice.
The lower of the scores.
I got you. Gosh, that would have been a 2.
Okay, so as soon as you step out of the threshold of the orphanage, you are thrown 30 feet and knocked prone. As if an invisible force just jettisons you out.
I stand up in shock. Like, what was that? What could that have been? Was I imagining that? No, I couldn't have.
You also take 6 damage from that.
Jeez.
You have no idea. It's just, it feels like an invisible force. Emily's just kind of like staring at you from the doorway. Is everything okay, Mr. Trent?
I don't know. It seems like I've been pushed or moved, thrown by something invisible. Be careful.
So she's gonna step out and she is also going to be thrown right beside you, knocked prone, and take 4 damage from that.
Oh, snap.
So the same thing has happened to her. She gets up flustered. She's like, what is going on? Are you playing tricks on me?
It's not me. It's not me. There's an invisible enemy. Be on guard. Quick. Go get guards. Go get guards quickly.
She's like, okay. She like runs off to the guard keep. So yeah, you get back up.
I get back up, and I want to just kind of, just cautiously like move around here, on guard, but looking for any sign of where this possibly could have been coming from.
So a moment passes, and she returns with 2 guards. Where'd the guard? There we go. 2 guards with her. And she's like, yes, sir. What seems to be the problem?
And I go over to them and I'm like, you wouldn't believe it, but we were attacked by an invisible enemy.
And one guard looks at the other and he like shrugs and he says, well, that's not a surprise. We've had a lot of stuff happen in this city that's unexplainable.
What are you
And he
talking
rolls
about?
his eyes.
Trent
Well,
turns to where he was ambushed and yells, "Show yourself, cowards!"
silence from the orphanage.
I said, show
Uh,
yourself!
yeah, nothing.
Must have scared him off.
The guards say, "Well, if you stand here, we'll go look inside for you." And they start moving up towards the entrance with their spears out in front. And moments later, they come back out and say, "We didn't find anything. It's completely empty, minus a little girl who's just sleeping inside."
I ask one of the guards, "What's this you say about lots of strange things happening?"
Well, in the couple of months that I've been a guard, the guy on the left says, we've had quite the change of leadership, and on top of all of that, just different involvements from multiple gods in this one city. No other city has had such a problem before, but this one seems to be special in that regard. And the other guy's like, "Yeah, I was a guard for 3 years, and nothing like this happened during the royalty."
What is this madness that you speak of?
Well, do you see these statues?
Of course.
These weren't here a month ago.
You think these strange occurrences have something to do with the statue?
Well, they were built in response to the occurrences. The people built them, but only because they worship these statues, that the gods that these statues represent. It's all confusing to me. I'm not a religious man, but I mean, I can easily tell you that something is just not right here, and it hasn't been. I don't know who this Frankie is, but you seem to know her. You share the same orphanage, or stay at the same orphanage, and I've seen you around town with her. What is she like?
Frankie is a fantastic person. Fantastic leader. And I would trust her with my life. And she follows the one true God, Azil.
Yes, yes. The righteous God.
Of course, but has anyone ever been attacked by someone invisible before?
Can't say we have. I mean, a day ago there was a strange creature sighting downtown near the blacksmith, and we still haven't been able to locate that creature. And that could just be another cheap trick. Just a long list of things that have been unexplained in this town.
Creature. Perhaps this has become the battleground for the gods. Who's to know, this place just gets stranger and stranger.
Well, I picked a shit time to be a guard then.
Thank you, boys. Have a great rest of your evening. Sorry for bothering you.
Emily goes up and is like, "Is it safe to go back in?" And they're just like, yeah, you can go back in. Get the fuck out of here. So she goes up. She goes back in, and then they're just like, "You have a nice day, Mr. Trent."
You as well. Trent just looks to the sky and looks to the place he was ambushed. Just thinks to himself, what was that?
Just curious, what color would you consider your hair?
Trent's hair?
Yeah.
It's like white, I guess, like my character picture.
Okay.
He's an anime character.
Oh, he's an anime character.
Apparently.
So as you're looking to the sky, you feel the presence of your elemental thrall, like kind of like you hear him speak into your mind in a primordial, guttural tone, and you understand what he says. He's basically telling you that there's a threat that lurks.
A threat that lurks. I'm immediately set on alert after hearing this news. Especially with it coming from my intuitive guidance.
Yeah, Elemental is saying be on your guard. Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You don't notice it.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, nothing's happening. Like you're looking around and you don't really like see
Just
anything out of the
baffled by that
ordinary or an immediate
experience.
threat.
I,
Yeah.
I just kind of shake my head, walk into the orphanage, and ask if they can give me a band-aid to heal up this 6 damage.
Emily digs in a trunk next to her bed and pulls out a healing potion that heals 1d4.
Thank you so much. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I drink the potion. Alright.
He's like, wait a second. Wait, Trent. And she's like, I don't really... Who are you? I haven't really met you.
And
You just showed up.
Trent just says, why, I'm the greatest sailor who's ever sailed across the seas. I am Trent the Stormcaller, and I led us through that terrible peril in the ocean that you slept through.
Yep,
just
you
laughs.
slept through it. Oh, did you mention that? Like, that she slept through it to her?
Yeah.
She's like, well, that's not entirely the truth.
What do you mean?
So, I was just practicing and I didn't want people to know about it. My powers.
What kind of powers?
And she says, look. And she pulls out a small dagger and cuts her forearm open with it and then heals it immediately back up.
I said, good grief, you shouldn't do that to yourself.
You notice that there's like, she has done this quite a few times, and it's not like a depressive, like, cutter sort of thing. She's actually, like, practicing her cleric abilities in a very brutal way.
I'm taken aback in shock, and I say, good grief, you should never do that to yourself. But that power is amazing. You've grown strong.
Yeah. I learned it. Frankie, she wants to teach me, but she seems like she's always busy. So I've gone to other places to like try and learn, and Pastor Gray has been very kind in teaching me certain things. He's not really a cleric himself, but he knows the basics from what he tells me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's incredible that he helps you. Is there someone else possibly in the city who could teach you greater healing powers at a rapid rate?
Well, just Frankie from what I know, but she doesn't have time for me. She just talks about Azael and everything's trying to kill her, it seems.
Well, she is the spearhead of this war front. She's the one that's going to lead us to victory. So you shouldn't doubt her. But I will mention your plea to her, and hopefully you can get some training from her, because she is the greatest holy sorceress I know of.
I want to fight like her. I don't want to just sit in the back and cower every time there's a battle going on.
I put my hand on Emily and I say, we have to stick to what we're good at. We'll see about all that. Everything in time.
So you'll talk to her for me?
Of course.
Thank you.
Do you know of anyone else in the city that you would like to learn from besides Frankie?
What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah. I know you're a sailor, but I've seen you fight a few times.
Well, actually, recently I've been practicing cultivating the art of magic and storm calling from my being.
Storm calling? Your being?
I can't explain it, but I feel this way sometimes. I just know there's something out there. There's something more.
Oh, like a god?
Yes, but maybe not. Sometimes I just don't know.
I see.
But what I
Well,
do know is that if we train hard and practice, anything is possible.
yeah, anything is possible. Well, I'll get back to knitting.
All right. It was nice talking to you, Emily.
Nice talking to you too, Mr. Trent.
Stay safe.
Gets back on the bed and starts knitting again.
I walk out of the orphanage for a second time, half on guard, expecting something that could possibly
Step
attack
over
me.
the threshold and nothing happens.
So I walk out, and what do I see?
What do you see? So it is the middle of the day. You nap for quite a long time. Um, Actually, it's more into the afternoon, I'd say. Um, it's just your typical day. Make me one perception check as you're like surveying. You feel a weight in one of your pockets.
I reach into that pocket, and what do I feel?
You feel paper.
Paper.
Yeah, it's been folded several times.
What is this paper? I open it up and look at it.
So, you open the paper up, and it says, "Hello, Trent. I've heard a lot about you. You're legendary. I admire that. I would like to meet you. You can find me at the Sea Shanty Tavern tonight. Signed, your biggest fan."
Trent just goes, "Oh, great, more fan mail," and crumples it up and tosses it. What a nice
So,
day.
yeah.
Trent walks past the guard keep. He nods to the guards.
They nod back.
He just keeps walking.
You notice that some of them are kind of like eyeballing you as you're walking by.
I don't mind it. He just keeps walking. He then starts walking towards the statue to look at it closely.
Alright. So as you approach the statue, you see that the markets are very busy.
Busy day. Everything's hustling and bustling. I walk.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Let's say as you're walking through, you hear a familiar voice shout out. It's like, "Hey, I remember you."
I turn and look. Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm Thomas. You were there when that creature came out.
That's right. Oh, you're the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Didn't find the creature, but
I didn't. I heard about the creature. I never actually saw it. What happened? I was there that night.
you left and this massive slimy creature appeared on my wall. And the guards chased it away, but that was the last they saw of it.
Oh yeah. Like, it was a good thing I went in there and got what I needed before he showed up, because I don't say this to him, but I definitely was in disguise when I came back, so it wasn't me he saw that ran away.
I wanted to ask you, I had some tools laid out for a man. Somebody came into my shop and took them. Have you seen anyone who might have done it?
Have I seen anybody who might have taken your tools? I don't know any
Yeah.
other blacksmiths besides you, Tom. No, I have no idea.
I'm be in so much trouble. It's for a city official, and it was the only mithril that they were allowed to give.
Oh, good grief. Well, I can give you a gold or two if that's something that you want to give them. If you think they'll, if you would rather give them that than nothing, keep your job.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief. All right, I'm doing this for you as a friend. I reach into my
Thank you.
pocket and I give him 3 gold.
So you give him 3 gold. He's like, "Thank you, Trent. You're a lifesaver."
I say, you owe me, bud.
Yeah, I know.
I,
Just let me know whenever, whatever it is that I owe you.
of course, best of luck.
Thank you. And he like runs back to his shop. So as you turn around, you look at the statue, and you see that there's a bunch of like offerings at the base of it, like various plants. There's coins. There's like food that's been put out there. There's an effigy that's been set on fire, like a little effigy made of like incense and wood.
My character just kind of chuckles to himself and is like, no gods are more powerful than me.
But
Trent,
there's several
the
stalls around it,
Stonecaller.
like it's a big market day.
I just kind of observe everything, and I think to myself, everything seems in order.
So roll me a perception check as you're looking around. Okay. So as you're looking around, you see someone snatch some bread off of the off a stall and then quickly run for it.
Okay, I just sprint after him. I want to use my dash ability and just
All right.
catch all the way up to him. I don't want to wait around the corner for him to come around. And I want to ready my blade.
All right. So as they're running, roll me your attack.
Well, actually, I wasn't going to attack him necessarily.
Oh, okay.
So as he's coming around the corner, I want to catch him off guard and put my blade to his throat, and I say, stealing bread, is it really worth your life?
Huh. I thought I would find you here.
Who the hell do you think you are?
And you notice it's not a man, it's a woman's voice. And she's like, "Didn't you get my letter?"
Of course, but we were to meet at the end, not this way, you fool.
Well, it's not my problem you decided to chase me down.
Ugh, get lost. I just sheath my weapon and turn and walk away.
So is that meeting still up?
I
Yeah.
just walk away. I just go ahead and go in this little alley and disguise myself
Alright.
as a very wealthy merchant.
So...
Oh, I also put on the necklace. And
Alright.
because it's disguised, and I put on my disguised dagger as well, I equip it just so it's there and ready.
Okay.
Alright. And I keep the dagger in like a boot pocket, like a sneak place. Okay, I walk back and I go to the stockades, and what do I see here?
You go to the stockades, and it's just like a covered building that has like there are like a couple of people who have broken some laws, and they've been put in the stockades as a result. It's like little clamps that go around your head and hands, like hold you in place. And a few people are throwing like rotten food at them.
I want to walk in here, or walk to these prisoners, and I want to look at them. How many, and what do they look like?
So there's two. One's an older man, and the law he broke is like kind of hanging from the stockade that he's on, and it says that he failed to pay his taxes for his shop. And then another man, it says he stole from someone.
Okay, do any of them look like particularly strong?
The older man doesn't. The younger guy looks somewhat strong.
Okay. So I walk up to the younger man. And what was he in for?
He was in for stealing.
And I say, what were you trying to steal when you got caught this time, young man?
You see that mansion over there? And he cocks his head this way to a large, like, prominent building, kind of rectangular.
Mm-hmm.
Just, well, um, I was with someone and I got caught, but she got away.
Oh, I just kind of nod my head, thinking to myself, wondering if it was that thief from earlier. But then I think no thief would be caught that easily if they could do something like that and then not even get away with stealing bread. So then I just say, really? She left you for dead, didn't she?
I don't think she had a choice. I kind of screwed up.
And now look where you are, stuck here. I could buy tomatoes and throw them on your head if I wanted to.
Yeah, you might. Make sure one kills me, though.
And I say, but why not live? Live for something more than petty thieveries like that. Getting caught like a fool. You could be rich. I could make you rich. Hey, and I just kind of like acknowledge my style and everything I'm wearing and how I look so wealthy as this merchant.
He says, well, we were trying to get rich. You see, that mansion has a few valuable items that would fetch a high price in Port Chis, or anywhere south for that matter. The
Items
girl I was with,
like what?
she,
What kind of items?
a few high-grade weapons, trinkets, jewelry, that sort of thing.
Oh, I see, I see.
But not only that, but a treasure map as well.
A treasure map, you say? And did you and this girl get it all?
Well, I kind of blew it, like I said.
I
I
mean,
didn't
did she
expect there
get
to
all
be
the
so many.
trinkets? Did she get all of it?
No, she had to get out of there.
Oh. You said you didn't expect there would be so many?
Yeah, so many guards.
I see, I see.
Place is locked up tight.
Well, how about I do you a favor and get you out of this mess, and in return, you'll offer me your thieving services.
Well, if you want to get me out of here, you'll have to go talk to the council.
The council? I am the council.
Are you?
So what exactly is this guy's situation? Is he behind bars? Is he in like a head lock?
He's in a stockade, but there's guards around him too. So
he's behind bars.
yeah, he's essentially locked up.
Okay. Okay. So I want to just take a quick, like, nonchalant peek around, and I want to see if I can find any guards or identify the key anywhere that opens the
Roll me a
stockades.
persuasion check. I mean, not persuasion, perception at advantage. Since you're looking for a key specifically.
If I roll 2d20, is that going to do the roll separately, or is it just going to add it up?
No, it'll show the rolls separately
Okay.
on the table. No, you don't see a key anywhere.
And I just say, well,
But you see 4 guards near you. Kind of they're at specific points around the stockades.
just kind of say, well, we'll see how your luck plays out, my friend. We'll see how your luck plays out. And I just kind of back up from him. and leave the stockades.
So, from what you gathered, there was a girl with him that had the idea of robbing that large mansion to the west. And they got in a pickle, and the guy ended up getting caught.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly there's a lot of valuables that could be lifted from there and sold for a very high price.
Okay. Well, I want to go walk over here and go to the Sea Shanty Tavern and peek around and see if I can spot this girl anywhere as I'm walking up.
So I'll just time skip it. It's later that night as you like decide to
Okay.
unless you want to do anything
Nope.
else.
Nope.
It's okay. So you walk over there and you take a peek inside and you see a few girls, but there's one that's just kind of like sitting by herself in the corner of the room and she's sipping on a mug of ale.
Well, I got really close to the thief, so I have a pretty good look at her face.
Yeah.
Does it seem like I recognize her?
Yeah, you recognize her.
Okay.
So
I walk up to the bartender and I ask for an ale.
Alright. The bartender says, "You look like a stout man. Here, this is on the house."
Ah, you're too kind, my friend. And I just flick him a couple silver.
Appreciate it, sir.
I take my mug and I walk over and I sit and take a seat with this mysterious stranger. And I say, "Well, you look even better now than you did this morning."
Well, girls gotta eat. Thank you for not taking my bread.
Stealing for petty bread. How poor are you?
Well, would you pay for it?
Of course I would. You know, they have to earn their gold and eat too.
Oh, an honorable thief. Never met one of those before.
That's because you haven't met any good ones.
Well, that's precisely why I wanted this meeting to happen. My name's Aenwyn, and I already know you're Trent. Sought you out all the way from Port Chiss. I've heard a lot about you. You're a legend.
Sought me out for what purpose?
Because I think you can help me.
My character just kind of rolls his eyes. Help you with what?
So, I had a partner before, and he wasn't the brightest. I found him here in Galen.
Yes, I spoke to your partner earlier, actually. Was it the one locked up? Who got caught?
Yes, the moron he is. Decided he wanted to take on 2 guards at once, and subdue them, and it backfired, and I had to get out of there.
Well, he did mention a few shiny trinkets.
More than just shiny trinkets. There's a map there for a treasure in Kyrish that I really want.
And you think I should help you risk my life, my reputation?
Oh, there's plenty in it for you as well.
I have enough gold.
But why not have more? I'm talking thousands here. That could just all be yours. All I want is the map, but I know there's more in there for the both of us.
Alright. Well, you piqued my interest. So, why not take a gander? It's been a while since I had a good shakedown. If things get hairy, don't be afraid to fight this time instead of running like a coward, stealing bread so you can live. I would rather fight for my freedom. Fight for my gold.
She smirks and says, "Well, I wouldn't be running with a moron this time."
And I lean over and say, "Actually, I was thinking we could use him."
Use him?
Yeah, and I say, if things go south again, we could use him as a distraction. Possibly even take out 2 guards.
We have to get him out of those shackles first.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
Well, he should still be there. They haven't. I don't think they'll move him to the prison until tomorrow.
Till tomorrow. Do you know what time tomorrow?
Probably the morning.
Oh, good grief. That means we have to do it tonight. Well, I guess it can't be helped. We'll have to at least try. He could be a life-saving asset.
How do you think we'll free him? Or how should we go about freeing him?
You just leave that to me. I've got a plan.
Lead the way, Trent.
And so we exit. And about what time is it?
It is close to midnight.
Okay. So we just stealthily move along here. And I want to just eyeball her. And how sneaky is she?
He is not very sneaky.
Not very sneaky at all.
You hear footsteps and they're kind of loud.
Right, and I'm like, shh, quiet.
She says, sorry.
Rookie.
New shoes.
New shoes, but you can't afford bread.
She just didn't want to pay for it. That's the thing.
Her dad's a baker. She just hates bakers, dude.
People are just tight-fisted when it comes to money, and they will get as much free shit as they can.
Okay, so I kind of creep into this little alley between these 2 houses, and I'm just kind of peeking over it and looking at the stockades. And what do I see outside?
You see, it's down to just 2 guards around it, and they're both a little further away from the stockades, and the youngest guy is still up on the stockades.
Okay. So I go and I whisper to her. And I say, listen, I've got the plan. Are you ready?
What's the plan?
Okay. First, you need to disguise yourself.
She pulls her hood up, like a little piece of her hood up to her nose and face, like a balaclava.
I say, no, not like that. And I use my disguise kit on her. And I transform her into, an old lady. A harmless old lady.
She's like, whoa, that's so cool!
And I say, yeah, you didn't see anything. And then I say, now listen, this is the plan. I'm gonna switch to my disguise as well as the wealthy merchant. Or the old man. An old wealthy merchant. And I'm like, here's the plan. If anyone asks, we're husband and wife. And so what's going to happen is we're going to creep up around the corner of the stockades. And then I'm going to make a noise. And this noise is going to draw the guards into the stockades. All the way to the back. And once they go to investigate, that's when we move in. I'll distract one of them and then help you kill the other. And I say, listen, you have to be stealthy, sneaky, and get a powerful critical attack when we open on these guys. Are you ready for that?
He gets down and she looks focused now completely.
I tell her, you have to kill them quickly so that none of them can scream. Cover their mouths if you have to. Okay, so we creep up.
Let's see, where's the guards? Grab guards. There we go. Alright, so you see 2 guards sitting outside.
Okay, and I assume Like, I imagine it's just a door, like, right there, and then it goes straight down into a hallway that ends over here, and there's just, like, cells on each side.
Well, the guy's out front, not in any cell.
Right, right.
It's like in a wooden clasp.
So I
Chain.
tell her to follow me.
Okay, so she hobbles, pretending to be an old lady, like behind you.
We kind of go over here, and then we just kind of creep up along the side right here, and I just kind of peek around the corner to check to make sure the guards are still there.
All right, so I get the left and you get the right.
I say, no. First, I make the sound, and then we'll attack them.
Okay.
So I wanna use a minor illusion of a giant a gate sound, like a prison gate opening.
Okay. So
A really loud
you see
one.
her when she like readies her weapon. You see her pull out like this brilliant green dagger you've never seen before.
Okay.
It's like it's pretty cool looking. All right.
Okay, right before I do the spell, I look at this dagger. She pulls it out, and I say, "Wow, that's quite the dagger."
Yeah, I got it from Armith. It's a pretty strong metal.
Armith, is that the blacksmith?
No, it's a country.
Oh wow, what kind of metal is it?
I don't know. Um, I didn't really get it from him. Stole it.
Interesting.
Like, eyes shift a little bit.
Interesting. Anyways, so I cast like this minor illusion, and I do this really loud prison door sliding open, and then just bang, it's completely open to try and draw these guards in.
What did you're using illusion for that?
Yeah, for the sound.
Roll me a performance check at advantage.
Okay.
You can just do 2d20 again, plus your performance.
Oh yeah.
So you get a 19. All right, so yeah, you hear like a gate crash, and you guys are like, "What was that noise?" And just like start walking into the thing.
I say, okay, now follow me, and we start creeping in behind them.
All right. So she goes behind this guard.
Yeah. Well, before we attack, I wanted to well, you already rolled it. But I was
Man,
gonna
her guard is.
that I mean
fucking
that damage
dead.
is fine regardless.
Sneak attack didn't add up. Hold on, I gotta just fix that macro. But keep going.
I wanted to cast it's like Tasha's hideous laughter on my guard.
All right.
And then I'm like, now, and she attacks.
Hold on.
Actually, fuck it. I'm not even gonna cast it. I'm just gonna go in and attack just like her.
Now let's see. Oh, it's still messing up. What's wrong with this button? I really want to fix this button because it's. One second. Okay. Let's see if it does it now. There we go. Okay, so what did you just say?
So now instead of casting the spell, I'm just gonna go in and do a sneak attack on him as well.
Okay, So her guard gets wiped out
Oh snap.
with precision, unlike any scene before.
Wait, does she have twin green daggers?
Yes, she does.
Oh snap. Okay. So I guess I click sneak attack, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yours is messed up too. What's the deal? Okay, let me see what the problem with yours is.
And does that do both swords?
Sneak attack's just like a single attack with flat damage, I believe.
But wouldn't that make it the same as every other attack?
Well, are you using swords or daggers for sneak attack?
Twin swords.
What's a twin sword's damage? I think it's just. Hold on. I don't know. Let me read sneak attack real quick.
Okay.
I'll tell you. Pretty sure it's. Okay, it is weapon based. It's based off of weapon damage.
Does the sneak attack do more with dagger?
Let's see. Once per turn, when a rogue with sneak attack class feature attacks with a hand crossbow, shortbow, or weapon from the light blade or sling weapon groups. So I'm guessing light blade, dagger would be considered a light blade. So that's 1d6. So since it's 2d6 on your like damage count, that means you're attacking with both daggers at once, from like behind or whatever.
I got you.
Let me fix your sneak attack though. I don't know why it's broken. I didn't even touch it at all.
Maybe I should sneak attack with the dagger. I mean, I haven't even used it yet.
Well, yeah, that's why it's 2d6 on your damage.
Oh, okay.
Let's try that. Okay, yeah, there's your sneak attack.
Wait.
I rolled it for you.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You got the same damage. Okay, so you're only sneak attacking him?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to kill him. I'm sneaking attacking him. I'm attacking him. To death.
You hit him, and he turns around, and he's going to roll initiative. And so is she. You have 1 round to, like, kill this guy before he yells out for help.
Okay. So do I roll initiative now?
Yeah. Okay, so he's going first, but he's going to, like, shove you back, or attempt to shove you back. Make me a contested
Acrobatic?
strength check. No, strength check. Yeah. Or athletics, whichever one.
When you say athletics, do you mean Oh, I see. Yeah, it's just a...
Okay, you resist the push. It is... Whose turn is it? Let me get rid of all this. Holy crap, it's all over. Okay, it is your turn.
Okay, it's my turn. I grip my 2 swords and I say, now, get him now. And I do a sneak attack.
You're not gonna... That's your bonus, though. You're not gonna use your other stuff. Like, you're just using a bonus ability. You can use your daggers, like...
Oh,
hand.
and I'm going
Or
to...
main hand, I mean. Oh.
Okay, my bad. So yeah, I'm gonna attack with both swords.
Yeah.
But Hunter was telling me I get a sneak attack if there's 2 people really close to one enemy.
Yeah, if you're flanking.
Okay, so it still stands. So yeah.
He's facing you right now.
So now
you're
I just hit.
Oh wait, yeah, he's facing you, so you're technically not flanking him.
So now I hit 1 sword and 2 offhand.
No, you hit one. You just click your sword button twice.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you hit him, and he looks pretty bloodied. Ainwen is going to finish the job, and he gets cut down pretty fast. Okay, so they're both dead, and the guy is like freaking out. He's like, "Oh my god, are you here to rescue me?"
I say, keep your voice down. I say, find the key to
So she's gonna go and search the body on the left and produce a small key, and then she's gonna go behind him and undo the chains.
Perfect.
And he says, "Wow, I'm free. Thank you."
I said, now let's go. I want to quickly.
Where are we going?
I want to quickly loot these guards.
All right, you find 5 gold,
Sweet.
and that's basically all you like really want, unless you want to take their weapons. But
what kind of weapons do they have?
a long iron spear from both of them, and an iron short sword.
I take the iron short sword and I give it to this guy.
He says, "Oh, awesome, thanks. But where are we going?"
I say, keep calm. And so we just head out the back door if there is one.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you guys leave through the back door of this building.
And we just kind of, I want to say, come into this alley, and we just come into this little tiny alley, and I tell him, come to me, and I put a disguise kit on this guy, and I make him look like an old man.
He's like, "Whoa, how did you do that?"
I say, don't ask questions, there's no time. And I say, follow
She
me.
says, "Amazing, right?"
I say, follow me,
It's
follow
like,
me.
I don't even know who you guys are.
So we go back to the tavern.
So you go back to the tavern.
And I walk in and I say, yes, I'd like to get a room, please. An extra large room.
Says, "All right, that'll be 2 gold for the night."
Of course. I hand it over.
And you get in your extra big room. And he's like, "So you guys, are you going to explain to me what just happened back there?"
And I say, huzzah! And I just do a 360 and whoop! I hop out of my disguise and it's me.
So Ainwen looks at you and is like, "How did you do that?"
And I say, I'll do the same to you right now. And I remove her disguise kit and I remove the guy's disguise kit.
It's like, "Ainwen, you're working with that guy now?"
And I say, keep your voice down. Are you trying to get us caught? We freed you for a reason. I'm giving purpose to your life. Don't you remember me? And I disguise myself as the wealthy merchant.
Ainwen says snarkily, "Jax, you failed me, so I searched for better talent. Simple as that. You're lucky that he had the heart to free you. I would have just left you there."
Yeah, Jax. But I'm here to give you purpose. And I swap back to my original form. My original character, and I'm like, listen. You were mentioning awesome treasure inside that house.
Well, she was. I just wanted some of it.
Did you see any of it?
No, we didn't get that far.
Well, I know of one more character who could possibly help us on our journey, but I can't seem to find him, so I guess it's just us 3 for now. What do you say?
Sure, with us 3, we can do it.
I think we can, but this time we're not getting caught, and you 2 need to be more stealthy.
She says, "Well, you don't have to worry about me." This bozo, on the other hand, he's like, "Can it?"
And I say, nevertheless, tonight we're getting treasure. So, how
They're
about
both like giddy and grinned.
I go down to the bar and I get us some food and I bring it back for them. And I say, eat up before a night's journey.
So you guys eat up, and it's about like 3 a.m.
I say, alright, now is the time to act. And I lead us all out of the tavern.
All right. So you guys are heading out.
And I just say, wait, come to this alley.
All right.
And I disguise them both as old elderly people. And I disguise myself as a young boy. Like a child.
And one says, "What's the angle?"
And I say, actually, and I turn them both into children.
Oh. So we're orphans?
And I say, if anyone asks, we're just kids playing and we got lost. You got it?
Jack says, "Fair enough."
And I say, now learn to move stealthily. And I start leading us,
But if we're children, shouldn't we just run and act like we're playing? It would be kind of weird for children to be sneaking.
Do you really think they will allow children to just run up into that house laughing and playing? Are you an idiot?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, now follow me. And we kind of creep around this house, and we're looking at this big mansion.
That's the wrong place.
This one?
That's an arena. That's the mansion.
Sorry, where?
Over here.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, oh, it was this way.
She mentioned, she's like, "Wow, that's a huge arena. Remind me to come check this place out later if we're done."
We just kind of creep through this little pavella right here and creep into this alley and peek around the corner. What do I see?
So you see a mansion which doesn't seem to be guarded. No guards out front. As you guys creep closer, you notice the front gate is open. And you are led into a mansion front yard. Let me get... Oh my god, I hate dragging this damn ribbon. Is it like... Alright, let me put you on the map. Can you see?
It's all black.
Okay. Let me... I already know what the deal is. It's just I have to go and fix that. Do this. Oh, I have to give your token individual vision too.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see the whole map of the house.
Okay. You can see the whole map?
Yeah, I can see like inside the house and everything.
Okay, hold on. That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, how about now? Is it back to black for you?
Yeah, it's all black.
Alright, can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna give light to this one too. Alright, so you are at this mansion. And you see guards on either side patrolling.
Okay.
They have torches in their hands, so like you see a guard there. You see one here as well.
Okay, and which way do they look like they're patrolling?
They look like they were going, like, they're kind of just standing in place, really. They're not they're not patrolling too much. They're kind of just bored, it seems.
Okay. I whisper to the girl, and I'm like, go check out the door.
Go check out the what?
The door.
Alright, so she is going to roll stealth. This guy's gonna roll stealth too. Ooh, nat 20. So this guy's a pro. He like ninja rolls to the brush, and she's gonna go and check the door, and she pulls on it, and it's locked.
Okay, do I have to also roll stealth?
Yeah. If you don't want to be immediately spotted.
Okay, looks like a 22.
Let me roll pretty preemptively for these guards. This guy's not gonna see shit. Nope. So they are both oblivious to your actions. Okay, what are you gonna do? The door's locked up front. She just shakes her head back at you.
Okay, I tell them to both come to me, and we just kind of
Alright.
go in this tree right here.
Alright.
And I'm like, how did y'all get in the first time?
Climb through a window.
Any particular window in mind?
The one next to the door, but it was only because it was unlocked. We can try picking the lock in the front door. It'll just take some time.
I said, let me see what I can do. And I go up, and I approach the door, and I attempt to lockpick it.
Alright. Roll me your lockpicking.
What would that fall under?
That would fall under, you have.
I'd be using thieves' tools, right?
Yeah, that includes a lockpick. So, roll your thieves' tools kit, and then roll for proficiency if you're proficient in it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what skill that is, though.
No, you're just rolling your thieves' tools.
So is that just an RG20?
Yeah.
And then what proficiency would it be?
If
Dex?
you're proficient, what's your proficiency score? 22? You get a +2?
For what? What would it be?
Overall. So...
Because there is no lock-picking skill, and there is no,
Yeah, you'd be rolling a 1d20 for your lockpicking.
Okay, I can do that.
And then add your proficiency bonus to it if you're proficient. If you have a feat that says you're proficient in that.
Oh, it's a feat. I gotcha. So how about the 14?
Okay, so you jiggle the lock and it comes open.
And I just kind of turn and look at them both, and I nod, and I tell them to come here. And I want to just kind of peek inside very stealthily.
So you see one guard standing right here. And these guys are going to move up to you. You see one standing here. One guy is kind of on the staircase. And it's like this massive, marble staircase going up to a second floor. And you see back here, too, like a guard that just came out of what seems to be a basement stairwell.
Interesting. So what I want to do... So how well lit is this place?
It's pretty well lit. They have torches all over the place.
Okay. And I say, how many guards did you say were in there?
He says, more than I can count. Or she says, more than I can count.
And I say, I don't know. I think I might be starting to regret this. And so, like, is it dark enough for me to, like, sneak in, or is this guy just gonna see me?
They would probably see you immediately. I mean, you can always look for an alternate route in.
Okay.
The front door probably isn't the best idea.
So before I open it and go in, I asked them, I'm like, do you know if the treasures are on this floor, or the second floor, or below?
She says it's on the top floor. But I heard there's stuff in the basement, too.
Whew.
I mean, we only got as far as this atrium.
And I said, listen, things are gonna get tough in there. Whatever you do, stay stealthy, be strong, and follow my lead.
You got it, boss.
And what I want to do is I want to cast an illusion. I tell them all to group on me, like, really tightly.
Alright, so they get close behind you.
And I want to cast the illusion of, like, a rare
Y'all are still children.
Right. Right. And, I want to... I want to cast, like, the illusion of, like, a big metallic, like, rare-looking, shiny metallic, like, boulder. And I want to cast it around us, and it's going to be right on top of us.
Okay.
And we're just going to crouch and open this door quietly in an attempt to walk in and shut the door without either of the guards having looked at us.
So you're looking for a shiny golden boulder? Is that it?
Yeah, that's basically
like
what
a boulder or a ball?
Like a boulder. Or, I guess, a ball.
Okay. Hold on.
And it, like, looks very shiny and appealing.
Alright, so...
Maybe even make it look, like, opaque. So that it seems like you can see right through it, but that's just part of the illusion.
So you're making a shiny golden ball.
It's like a glass ball.
Oh, a glass ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like you can see through it all the way to the other side, but that's just part of the illusion. And we just kind of, like, roll in, and I'm like, when they get close, we'll attack in unison, but not.
So
And
you guys roll through the front door in this thing, and every guard is alerted, but doesn't draw their swords immediately. They're more shocked than anything else.
Yeah, we just kind of roll up against this and kind of and almost touch it, but don't, and we just kind of stop and pause right there in the middle where the ball would naturally rest.
All right.
So it looks like a ball just kind of rolled in. They're like, what the fuck?
Guys, like, what's going on here?
And I say,
And
I whisper, when they get close, pull them in.
Okay, Jax takes one side.
I take this side.
She's gonna, like, take the same side as Jax. So when he reaches out to touch it, she's going to catch him by surprise and completely murder him.
And I'm like, pull them in. And we just, like, and I'm like, cover their mouths as they die.
Jax pulls this guy in, and he is killed.
And I'm like, no sound, no sound. And then I assume this guy's coming up. I'm like, one,
This guy's walking towards you, and without seeing his comrade,
I just grab him and I put my hand over his mouth and I pull him into here.
roll me a strength check. Let's do this.
Me.
You fail to grab him. What?
I quickly pull out my swords and attempt an attack.
Alright, go ahead and I'll let you roll. Yeah, that's enough to kill this guy. So he falls forward into your illusion.
And I just put my hand over his mouth to make sure he dies quietly.
So these two are going to get closer, and they're like, what's going on here? And he's going to roll perception to listen up. Doesn't hear anything.
Okay, so
yeah, doesn't hear anything.
as this guy's walking up, I assume we pull him in. Or we all attack him at once and like pull him in.
Yeah, so roll your stuff at advantage, by the way, because you're...
Okay.
And you get your sneak attack, too. This guy's dead before you even, like, raise your sword.
Okay.
Like,
I just see that she gets him, I'm like, over here. And I just kind of move to this side.
he's going to attempt to reach in.
And then we're just going to sneak attack him right here. So I'll do...
You make your attacks, yeah, you kill. So he goes down pretty quickly.
And I'm like, we gotta hide these bodies. So we like we gather them all up and we pull them and we try to like stuff them under the stairs or something.
Yeah, you manage to drag them all without a sound underneath the stairs. Each one. Alright.
And I'm like, that's a great start, but there's more guards to kill. And so we kind of move around to the right.
Using your illusion still?
Yeah, holding on to the illusion. Just like moving with it.
Alright. Were you going up the stairs or?
Let's go to the right. What do we see over here?
So, moving this ball to the right, you see two people eating at a table. It seems to be they're in a kitchen of some sort.
We're just gonna roll in this ball right up almost to the kitchen table and then just kind of roll back a little bit into this, like right here in the middle of the hallway and just sit there silently.
Okay. So you're rolling up where?
It's like right there in the middle of the hallway.
Alright. They don't seem to notice.
We're just gonna sit here silently until they notice.
Alright. It's a good while before one finally looks up from his bowl of soup and it's just, what the hell is this? And the other guy looks and says, I don't even know. They're both gonna go up to try and touch the thing.
And I say, now. And
so Jax is going to attempt to grapple one in. Ooh, let's see if this guy can contest it. Oh, Jax fails. Try and kill this guy right here before he alerts. Or actually, she can do it. Sneak attack. Oh, never mind. He's toast. He goes down. So that leaves one guy. He's gonna notice his friend gets stabbed through the side of the orb, though, and he's going to attempt to run.
well, as this is happening, I leap out quickly and I quickly attack him.
All right.
Catching him off guard.
Yep, that'll do it.
Boom. And I'm like, grab the bodies to the stairs.
So Jax is gonna like start dragging the bodies to the stairs. And he returns to the orb.
And I'm like, we gotta keep moving. Is there... So we peek into this room. Is this just a closed off little kitchen area?
No, there's a hallway that goes this way.
Let's go up the hallway, or around the corner, and see what we see.
Alright, so you roll your little orb down to here, and you see a guard that's just walking away from you.
We're just gonna silently roll right up into him and catch him off guard and take him out.
So you silently roll right over to him, and alright, roll your attacks. Oh yeah, this guy gets lit up with daggers, and it just falls, slumps over.
I'm like, great, we need a new body spot. And I'm like, Jax, just carry him for now.
Jax motions towards this room.
Okay, so
put him in here.
let's peek in this room. Is there anything in there?
Alright, so the door is unlocked.
Oh, it's just a room. Oh.
And you see a young boy laying in a bed, just fast asleep. And Jax is just like heaving around regardless.
And I'm like,
Leaves it in a corner.
I'm like, wait. Give me the body. And I grab the body and I silently...
So as you approach this boy, roll me an insight. He looks very familiar.
He does this. Good looking lad. I drag this body and I just place it right next to him. Right next to him.
Do
on
you
the bed.
lay the body
right there?
kind of like shifts and like turns over.
And I'm just like, alright. I look around the room. Do I see anything valuable or anything that piques my interest?
You see an attack dummy right there, and you see that there's a wooden sword that has been like shoved through the chest of it.
Alright, we just keep going back over here. Into the
and
orb.
You see like a brass telescope right there.
Okay.
Looking out the window.
Okay, we're gonna close that door.
Alright, you close the door.
And we lock it.
Alright.
And now we come back to the right. What is this? This is another room.
You hear a lot of talking behind the door. Like a bunch of voices.
Okay. Do they sound like a bunch of male voices, or do they sound like...
Yeah, they sound like a bunch of men just
Okay.
talking. You hear like silverware and utensils clanking.
Okay, we're gonna go this way. And what do we hear behind this door? Oh, actually, there's two guards right here that might see us as we roll over.
You roll your orb there. They don't seem to notice. They're talking about something.
We just kind of roll a little bit further, like right here.
Alright. They stop their conversation and turn towards the orb.
And as they approach, we all strike.
Alright. So he's going to use his short sword to hit. He's gonna miss. She is going to double daggers, sneak attack, kill this guy right in front.
Let's go.
Oops, I deleted him. Oh well. This guy remains in front of you.
Okay, I actually rolled my attack.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's toast too.
We just gather the bodies and bring it back to this room.
Since you locked the door, he just places it in front of the door.
I go and unlock the door.
Alright.
And then I drag the body and I just kind of lay it at the base of the bed right here on the.
Oh, God.
And I exit and lock the door. And I just come back and I'm like, all right, let's keep proceeding. And we start heading. What do we hear at this door?
You hear a bunch of sounds. Sounds like a bunch of like armor is being worked on, like a blacksmith.
So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go back to this guard at this door, and I'm just gonna make a loud like thud against the wall right here.
So you make a loud thud, and you hear the utensils stop clanging.
And I tell us back up just a little bit, and we like come right here.
So this door opens up, and one guard is going to come out, followed by another, and then another, with their weapons raised.
Okay, we just kind of start rolling backwards a little bit.
They notice the ball.
We just start rolling backwards a little bit, and then
He says, "What's the meaning of this?"
this ball just kind of rolls over here around this corner. Just kind of sits here in this corner. And I tell them, get ready.
So they're all just kind of looking at this ball, and one guy is going to come up.
And right as they're approaching, I'm like, keep them quiet. And I'm like, here we go. And this guy comes up. And
he puts his hand in. Of course, it goes right through into you.
And I want to muffle him.
All right, she's going to attack him, and he drops. But let's see if these other guys notice what's going on. Let's do 14, 20. One guy is going to yell out, and he's like, "We're under attack!" And they have their weapons drawn and ready.
Okay, we're just gonna remain in this ball. We're gonna
One guy is going to run around the corner.
We're gonna pull this body back here to the corner. We're just gonna, and these guys, two of them don't know what's going on. We're just gonna kind of roll up to one of them.
All right. You roll up to them, and they kind of try to back up.
But
they have no idea.
I want us to roll up upon the closest one, and we're all gonna sneak attack him. And I say, do it quietly.
So the first one's dead.
And then we just kind of drag his body back, and I'm like, roll back. And we put it in the corner with the other guy.
So these two are going to charge in and attempt to like just slice into the sphere and make their attacks at disadvantage because they're not, I don't know what they're swinging at. Does a 14 hit you? No, a 22 hits you.
Yeah, 22 does. 14, does that?
No, one misses. So
Oh, okay.
One misses completely,
Okay.
but one hits you for 5 damage.
Ouch.
As he blindly swings into it.
Okay.
Roll initiative. Alright, what was your roll? You were in there twice.
I rolled a 10 on initiative.
Oh, it's because everyone's still counting the other guy. Alright, fixed it. Alright, from the top. Okay, this guy's gonna move. Your turn.
So I'm gonna attack the closest one to me. And since there's multiple people around, we'll do a sneak attack with it.
Alright, so which one?
The closest one.
Okay, so this one, he's going to die. Alright. It is... Okay, he's out of the rotation. It is this guy's turn. Gonna move. This guy's... The illusion's gone for him, so he's just attacking normally now. Does the 13 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay. Anyone's gonna go and she's going to daggers sneak attack. Oh, she can daggers twice. He takes damage, but he's not dead.
Okay.
This guy's moving. This guy's moving. All right, reroll initiative. Alright. From the top. You hear footsteps as like several guards approach from this way. Your turn.
Okay, so I'm just gonna finish off whoever's left.
Alright, he's dead.
And I say, follow me, bring the bodies. And
So Jack puts one over his shoulder,
we
but Aidwin struggles to carry hers. There's still like 2 more bodies.
I attempt to grab both bodies
All right.
and drag them back.
You are moving at a quarter of your movement speed.
Okay.
Yeah, so wherever you end up is where the sphere ends up.
Okay. We're gonna end up putting them under the stairs.
Okay. So you are disposing them under the stairs. There's a massive pile of like bodies. There's like
They're starting to
9
pile
or
up.
10 bodies.
We just kind of sit here and lie and wait.
And it's not long until you're being surrounded and one guy's gonna say, "Give yourself up. We know what's in there."
And then I'm just gonna do like a child giggling, like. And just like a kid, it sounds like a kid just having fun.
One's gonna look and he's going to run into the orb, swinging.
We all just slice him up.
This is all right. Roll initiative. All right. From the top, your turn.
I'm gonna swiftly and stealthily sneak out and attack this person.
All right.
Or actually, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna see if they approach.
Okay, so you're preparing an action. All right. This guy is going to run in, and he's going to swing blindly at Anwer and miss. Or Anwen. This guy's going to swing at Jax blindly, and he's going to hit Jax, dealing 6 damage.
Okay.
So Jax is going to turn around, and he's going to swing at this one guard. He's going to hit him for 4 damage. This last guy, Ainwin's going to maul this guard next to her, absolutely destroying him. And he's gonna fall. This guy is going to attack you.
Okay.
Miss.
Well, since nice. Okay.
All right. Reroll initiative.
So did I just like skip a turn right there? Since I was.
Well, yeah, you decided to just wait. You prepared an action, and no one moved in your field of attack
Okay.
range.
Okay. All right.
All right. You are first, I believe. No, wait. This guy is first. So he's gonna move up to you, and you can. He provokes your attack of opportunity.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use that attack of opportunity.
All right.
Is that just a normal attack?
Yeah, it's your normal daggers.
It's daggers only?
Yeah, no sneak.
Gotcha.
All right. You hit him. But he's not down. Now it's your turn, so you can use your full combo. You won't be able to sneak attack him since he's facing you, though.
Okay, I'll just hit him with the 2 swords.
Okay, he's dead. Oops, it's you. Alright. So it is, that guy's out of rotation. She's going to hop out and hit this guy, killing him.
We're just like disguised as kids, just killing everybody.
Alright, so Jax, this guy's going to attack Jax again. And he's gonna miss. Alright. Reroll initiative. Alright, she's gonna just come back and try and finish him. And she does. He is dead. So Jax already knows what's up, so he disposes of all these bodies.
That's what's up. That's my boy Jax. And I'm like, maybe you lots aren't so bad after all.
So things turn quiet again.
We start rolling back the way we were going. Up to where the guards were. We roll in here.
Okay, so the doors open and you just see a massive banquet table with full of food.
Do I see any treasures?
No treasures in this room.
Alright.
Silverware, if you consider that valuable.
We leave and start going to the left.
Jax walks into this room and starts looting silverware from the table.
I say, Jax, you'll be able to buy all the silverware you want from
He drops a bunch of knives and forks.
Stop being an idiot. Put it back.
It's like, okay, fine.
Dumbass. Alright. We creep up and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put a loud thud noise on this wall right here, and I'm gonna come back and chill in this.
Oh, this door has been left open by the people who left the room.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to fix this. Yeah. So you see a bunch of weapons laying out on a table with an anvil and then several suits of armor on either side.
So I'm like, do I see anything that piques my interest?
You take a look at the weapons table. Roll me a D100 as you peek this weapons table. You find really nothing of value. Nothing that's better than what you have on this weapons table, and this armor is too heavy for you.
Okay, so I'm like, hey, Jax, do you want to try any of that armor or weapons?
This armor. I'd be too loud.
And I say, can't you be quiet and well armored at the same time? Just don't wear armor. Just don't wear armored leggings.
I see. And he grabs a helmet and puts it on. He says, "I'll wear chainmail. I'm not wearing that clunky steel armor."
Fine.
And he puts on some chainmail.
And is this a door right here?
That's a window.
Okay.
So you see like a little mini lounge as you round this corner.
Any treasures?
What?
Any treasures?
No treasures that you can see.
Alright,
You see a statue that resembles a cobra to the left of you.
Interesting.
Like a dark marble statue. So you come back out and back into the atrium.
Now we just roll down this bottom left section. Actually, is there anything up these stairs?
Yeah, there's like balconies that go around the perimeter of the room stairs.
Let's go upstairs.
So you roll upstairs. Put you guys all in a spot. Alright. Alright. Can you see anything?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, how about now?
Okay, now we're good.
Alright. You see an Alistair thug just standing there.
We just kind of nonchalantly roll over and bounce off the edge of this statue and then just kind of sit here.
Alright. He looks, so... He's like, kind of like, staring off out the window, doesn't notice you immediately.
Okay, we're just gonna kind of roll up from behind and see if we can get right up on him and go for it.
Alright, so you roll right up on him.
And we attack him before he notices us, sneaking up
Alright.
behind him.
Yeah, it's... Oh yeah, he's dead.
Okay, I don't even need to attack. And we're gonna roll. We're gonna put his body like behind this statue, like stuff it down here in the corner, and like in a place nobody might notice it initially.
Alright, so you kind of stuff it behind that statue.
Yeah, and then we just like start rolling around up here. And we just kind of roll into this pillar and just kind of chill right here.
So there's a guy right there. You hear a lot of talking coming from this direction as you approach this guy.
Okay, we kind of sit here, and as we hear the talking, we kind of roll backwards just a little bit, like right here.
He already sees you, and he starts following the ball.
Perfect.
Giving light to all these guys. So yeah, you roll backwards, and he starts following curiously.
As he gets close, we all sneak attack him. Pull him in.
Yep, you pull him in, and it doesn't even matter. He's dead.
Yeah, I mean, I could roll, but... I will roll.
You like stab his dead body. He's already dead.
I just grab him and throw him behind the statue and come back to the bowl.
So you see two other guys, one here, and one here, but they're just bored out of their minds. And one guy's asleep on a chair.
Okay, I can't actually see them, but because of the vision, the light. But assuming they're down here, we kind of roll down.
Take these torches. Yeah, so you roll down. And yeah, he's just looking out the window.
We just kind of silently creep up on him. And then I say if he sees us, just stop. We roll up on him and we just take him out. We end his life.
He is dead.
We just leave him where he is, looking out the window, maybe in a chair or something, I don't know.
Yeah, you roll up on this guy and he's just fast asleep.
We just go up and take him out.
You don't even need to roll attack since he's asleep.
He goes down. And then we just kind of roll over to the corner of this banquet.
So you roll over and you see that there's 3 guards talking to one guy. This guy's going to come out of this room and he's going to join in. And they seem to be discussing something.
We're just gonna kind of roll the ball, like ride all the way over it, and it just kind of touches this pillar and sits still.
One guy's going to turn, he's like, "That's it! That's the thing!" And these 2 guys are going to motion for these guards to stand back. One's going to use his sword to, like, poke into it.
As he's coming to poke in, we want to all sneak attack him.
Alright, go ahead and roll. Jax is going to... Oh no, 2d20. Okay, he's gonna hit. Actually, does he? Yeah, he hits. 5. He's gonna take 5. 15. Take 5 again. Alright, and then she's also gonna try and... Wait, no, she already strike. So, what's your... Okay, 12... Oh wait, that's... 17. Alright, so he's going to stumble backwards, grasping his arm. Everyone needs to roll initiative. Alright. Everybody rolled. Oh, okay. Alright, so this guy is going to charge in.
Does that open an attack of opportunity since he can't see?
Yes.
Okay, so
He's charging in towards anyone, so you can roll one.
And that's a dagger.
Alright, so you hit him. 13. Alright, he's going to attempt to double slash you. He's going to hit one. Or no, her. I'm sorry. Attempts to double slash her. That damage. 11. Oh no, that's 26. Ouchie. These guys hurt. Alright. So this guy is going to run up. That's as far as he gets, like right here. She's going to... She's going to hit him for 13. This guy's gonna move up to here. This guy's gonna move up to here. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and attack this guy really close by. 2 swords and a sneak attack.
So that's 19. Alright, so you managed to cut him down. But as he's falling, he pulls out a whistle and blows into it, which creates like a deafening, like high-pitched whine, but he falls dead.
I don't like the sound of that. I quickly loot him for anything that seems valuable on him. I take his whistle.
So you take the whistle. It's a small metal whistle. It's very long and thin. You manage to find 30 gold on him, but the illusion has dropped off at this point. Like, they're all aware of the ball you had made.
But the illusion's dropped off, but they can't see inside it.
Well, for this guy,
he can see us because he's
inside,
but the other guys can't.
Oh, well, I'll keep it up then.
Okay.
But he can.
Yeah, anybody inside can definitely see it.
Let's see, whose turn is it now? So you just went. Okay, so it is. You're gonna hear a female voice, like, scream out from this room, right here.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "What is the meaning of this?"
Okay.
1 second.
I wanna try and like drag this body back here.
She's gonna step out. So you drag the body behind it. Reroll initiative. Alright, from the top. This guy is out of the rotation, so anyone's gonna attempt to attack this guy. She's only gonna hit for 7. This This guy's gonna blindly run into the sphere.
Can I do a attack of opportunity?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, you hit him for 13. Alright, this guy's gonna come in. You can roll your attack of opportunity. He's gonna swing blindly and he's gonna hit Jax for 8. Yeah, you missed that one. Oh wait, no, you hit it. Never mind.
Sweet.
Alright. This guy is going to flank you. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's gonna hit you for 28.
28 damage. That's more than all of my health.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Oh wait,
So
no,
you-
I haven't leveled up actually. I think it still kills me though. Cause I or no, is that the first? No, I've taken damage already, I think. Have I taken
Well, you're not
damage?
dead. You're just unconscious. You have to be revived at the end of the fight.
Oh shit, that's not good. Yikes.
While this is going on though, you fall unconscious. While this is happening, Jax is going to panic and leave the sphere. And meanwhile, the lady will retreat to her room. And Awen was going to grab your body and attempt to, like, run you out of there. Disengage.
Dude, those guys are OP. Just one shots me. Get me out of here.
So, combat is dropped. Like, basically, this is over. I'll tell you what happens, though. So,
Okay.
Jax, being the idiot he is, runs the wrong way and is promptly beheaded by the woman as she's, like, retreating back to her room.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you fall fully unconscious, but you will wake up in an arena in the middle of Galen, and you're given a healing potion, which heals you to full health. He says, "Wow, that was really close."
Let's see, I know, can you believe the strength of those guards?
Well, we didn't exactly play it the smartest, I guess, but we didn't leave empty-handed either.
Is
Managed
that
to
right?
snatch this, and she like holds out a brilliant ruby ring.
I say, oh, excellent. Very nice. And I'm
So-
like, man, I can't believe the strength of those guards. Just kind of beside myself.
She says, "Yes, it's I didn't get what I wanted, but I think this will fetch us a nice price."
And I say, yes, that's true, that's true. I'm sure we'll be back.
Well, you seem like you're healed up. I need to show you something.
I say, okay.
And she leads you to the docks outside the arena. Oh, what the fuck? That wasn't supposed to happen.
I didn't see anything, dude. I didn't see anything.
I've got the wrong one. Let's go back here. That's the wrong one. Alright, so she leads you out to the docks. Yikes.
I didn't see a thing.
Okay. So basically she says, like, I didn't just come here because I'm a fan of you. I came here because there's something special that I know you have.
And my character goes, "What are you talking about?"
Well, you see, there's a thing called a binding that happens to certain people.
A binding? What are you speaking of?
Well, you're very aware of the elements, correct?
Of course.
Find the handout. God, I can't believe I did that. Alright. So, certain people are born with a natural talent that far exceeds the average. Like you. And while there are those whose talent is that an art of, something like cooking or music or swordplay, there are those whose talents involve influencing the very primordial force that dominates this planet. There is no recorded point in history when binders first came into being. Some say they are just shamans with the ability to completely control the elements, but there are those who are just born with this talent. So what is a binder, you may ask? Well, it's a person capable of harnessing the full potential of the elements, and they are deemed worthy from birth to have such a right. Some awaken their power immediately, others find it about in the world. The element fits their personality and style, and they become a powerful force of one. That's where I know the legend of you came from. Back in Port Chis, I learned of what happened out in that oasis. That elemental didn't just go away. He didn't just spare you. He became a part of you because he sought you out. The same way mine sought me out. And as she's saying this, a swirling pillar of water is going to come out from behind her and kind of meld onto her shoulders. She says, I had a similar encounter by a similar being. These elementals, they don't like each other. And it's in their nature to fight each other for dominance.
Upon seeing her elemental, my character is just taken aback and says, "Good grief, you control that monster?"
The same way you control yours. You just don't know it yet. And as you are talking, as you see this elemental, you feel like the urge to call your your sand elemental, which ends up happening. He comes right out without a second thought. Oh, that's giant. And she says once more, you see, they desire dominance. It's in their nature. And even though we're their binders, we are their masters. This is how it must be.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was assuming my elemental was going to be like a storm elemental. Not necessarily sand, but...
Well, it's an air elemental regardless.
Okay, so it's just an air elemental at this moment.
Yeah, it's a sandstorm.
I gotcha. And my character is just like shocked at seeing this elemental being again.
It was closer than you think. And like as you're talking, you feel your elemental, the sand from your elemental seep down your body, and out of your wrists come these dagger. It's very similar to the daggers you use, and it forms into like hard sandstone daggers with glass tips. And then her elemental does the same, and she says, "So let's have a challenge for dominance." And these elementals are going to square up, and then this is the scene that it was going to lead to.
Oh, snap.
So let me walk you through this because there's quite a bit.
Okay.
So your elemental appears kind of partially melded to your body, but above you. Right here, hers appears a little bit behind her, but the same way, like kind of on her shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And you are essentially fighting through these elementals. They will be
Right.
taking all the damage for you, but you are controlling their moves.
Okay.
So if you're able to control yours, so if you click on yours, you'll have buttons for it, and I'll explain each button. So air slash is your basic ability, and it's just like a melee attack.
Right.
Gale is a pushback attack that happens in a cone, pushes them back a certain amount of feet.
Okay.
You have the initiative for them. Sandstorm is just an AoE that obscures the view and reduces movement speed. And Trade Wind is a teleport, kind of like a Mage Blink, that instantly puts you at different locations.
Okay, cool.
So she says, "Your move, Trent." I rolled for you by accident.
That's fine. It's a good roll. Alright.
Hold on, I'm gonna re-roll and put it back in, because I had to clear it. Okay, so we're all good.
Okay, so I use... Oh, she got a 30.
She said your move, so you get to go first regardless.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Sandstorm.
Alright, so a sudden sandstorm begins to coalesce around the area. Everything is shrouded in a thick sandstorm. And what it does is it's in a 200-foot cube in the area. Vision is reduced to 10 feet in all direction, and movement is reduced by half.
Perfect.
Alright, and she is going to go. And it's going to shoot a massive... Ugh, I need to fix that. A massive blast. And it's going to hit your elemental for 28.
Is it at disadvantage because of the blinding storm, or?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oop, disregard that. Clicked on yours. She hits both.
Oh,
Or
wow.
either one.
Okay.
Alright. Your turn.
Gonna go ahead and...
Or you reroll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you go.
So I'm gonna use Trade Wind.
Alright, so Trade Wind will allow you to move up to 100 feet instantly as a bonus action. It's very doable.
As a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll can I Trade Wind and then Air
And then
Slash?
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll Trade Wind right behind the elemental and Air Slash it. So I guess I click those. Clicking Trade Wind. And now clicking Air Slash.
You hit it for 20. Alright. It's going to go... It's going to use a flood, and it's a massive deluge is going to fill the area in a 75-foot with 10 feet deep water surging from all sides. All the targets inside must make a DC 16 dex save or take half the damage from it. Deals 4d6. So you're not included in this, obviously. Your elemental is, though.
Right.
So
Does it scale off me?
Yeah, it'll scale off you.
Okay. You said it's a d20 plus acrobatics or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, what did you roll? You rolled a
20.
20. Okay, so you only take. Oh, you already. So you only take 4 damage from that. You're elemental.
Awesome.
All right, reroll initiative. All right. So he's going to turn and Aqua Blast again.
Sandstorm is useless.
All right. Your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna air slash. And then I'm gonna trade wind teleport like over here.
All right.
And hopefully it can't see me because of the sandstorm, but I'm not sure.
No, it probably wouldn't be able to. So as this is going on, you hear screams from around you as people are caught in the deluge as well. All right. So is that all you're doing with your turn?
Yeah, attacking and teleporting away
Oh, okay.
and hiding in the sandstorm.
One second. I'm gonna fix his button before I forget. I don't know what the deal with the button is. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
No worries.
My game is lagging. I might have to reload it. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, there we go. That's much better. All right, so you just went re-roll initiative. All right, so he's going to Aqua Blast again. All right, your turn.
Air slash.
All right, so it's hit. So he summons a hurricane in the area, which is like gets rid of the sandstorm and the deluge.
Wait, the
But it
water
didn't.
one does?
Yeah.
Okay.
But your elemental takes 553 damage.
Holy crap.
Not hurricane, tidal wave. Sorry.
Gotcha.
The token had the button called hurricane.
Is Gale also a bonus action?
No, it's an ability. It blows all enemies back in a cone.
Okay, we're gonna use Gale.
So, you release a tremendous force of air. A gale force wind pushes all creatures in a 15-foot cone up to 70 feet away. A DC 16 save resists it fully. Those affected take 1d10 damage.
Okay, maybe I don't want to use that. Is it too late?
You can...
Or yeah, I already clicked it.
Alright, well he takes the damage. Actually, hold on.
Yeah, I'm doing like 10 damage. This thing's doing like 500.
It's a pretty strong elemental.
Indeed.
He's half. So he doesn't get blown back. Alright, reroll initiative. Alright, so he's gonna go... Wait, he didn't reroll it. There we go. Alright, so... Another tidal wave is going to cross. As this is happening, you see that several boats are being pushed up on shore. And like this is actually doing damage to the docks around you.
I ignore the docks and I say, fight harder! I tell it to air slash.
You air slash its watery body. Anyone says, well, it seems who has the stronger bind here.
And I say, very well. I concede.
I don't know if that's a wise move.
No?
If you concede, I get a piece of your elemental as a trophy.
A piece? I didn't agree to that.
It's not up to us. It's up to them.
Alright. Well. Tell it to attack. Air slash. Alright, I guess reroll initiative.
Yeah. So, the not hurricane. Its button's called hurricane, so I keep saying that. The tidal waves keep coming in.
I just tell my elemental to bolt with me and I dash the fuck out of there.
Alright, so you dash out of there. Or you attempt to dash. But as you're leaving, or attempting to leave, you feel a force stopping you. Your elemental does not leave.
And I turn to the elemental. I'm like, what's wrong? Don't you want to live?
It's locked in. Its eyes are locked on the water elemental. You feel rage coming from it.
And I go, you know what? I've never been one to run anyway. And I come back and I tell it to attack.
attacks. Well, what are you attacking with?
Oh, air slash.
So another tidal wave comes in, and your sand elemental becomes logged, but doesn't die. It just falls down off of your shoulder.
I go over to it, and I'm like,
And
sorry,
as
go ahead.
it's gently swirling on the dock, she says, "Now watch what happens when an elemental is put into its place." And you see this essence kind of swirl out of your elemental into the water elemental. And your elemental decreases in size just by a little bit as it retracts into your body.
And my character goes, "You monster, you just wanted some of my elemental strength."
Precisely. And you should do the same. That's what's unique between us binders. We aspire to be the strongest that we can be, but it only requires it requires the essence of other elementals. Don't worry, this is the only piece I'll take from you.
My character's just like, yeah. So how do I make it stronger?
There are others like me. You can always find me again, but I won't give you that chance. And a large tidal wave is going to slowly creep up the docks. Make me an acrobatics check, or acrobatics or survival.
Oof. That
So,
one.
You brace yourself and you are swept out into the water by a tidal wave. As the shoreline, you're like in a riptide as you're brought out to sea. And you are fighting for your life, but you manage to stay afloat. You don't get pulled down or anything like that. 1 second. So you awake, find yourself on a beach. And your sand elemental is silently hovering over your body.
Where are we? I see
Sand
my
out.
elemental is still with me.
So the sand elemental, you feel sorrow and shame coming from it. Like it lets you down.
And I look at it, and then I'm just like, "You're not strong enough. You weren't even close."
You feel a thought pierce your head, and it says, "Sometimes things don't go the way we intend them to be."
And
But
my
give me
my character's just like, "What is this sand? I was only in the desert for a bit, and you took this form. Now, I know you're not done. Because I am Trent Stormcaller for a reason. You just need to be turned into a storm elemental, and then you'll be stronger."
the elemental is his curiosity is piqued.
And I'm like, "Is that your
To
only
become a
form?"
storm it answers with a no. It is not my only form.
Then I said, "Show me the other forms."
He cannot. He requires more essence from other elementals to gain the form that he needs.
I see. And so is this elemental just always out, always following me? Does it?
No, he'll go back to you.
Okay.
Or he'll disperse.
Okay,
But
okay.
he's bound to you. So when you did that whole thing with the staff, you evoked him.
Awesome.
So that's why he was able to come out. When you encounter another binder, it's sort of like, it's like a Pokemon battle.
Right, it
Right.
like attracts them when they feel
It
the
attracts them.
energy.
Yeah, but they, the elementals are very strong beings, and they're always rivaling each other. They're always at war. So it's in their nature to fight each other for supremacy. And you're just along for the ride in that case. But yeah, to be stronger, you need to seek out and face more binders. She says, and Enwin said that there was actually more than you and her in the world. Like there's a few people that are born with the power to harness the energy from these elementals.
Right. Well, my character's just like, well, I guess we need to figure out where the hell we are. Just kind of looks
So
around.
you look around, and the first thing you notice is a ship that had run aground to your immediate right. And it's a pretty large island. There's jungle inland to the north.
Okay. We just look around for the highest point on the island and start going there.
All right, the elemental disperses back into sand. You're at full health again, if you haven't already. As you're walking, you feel more weight in your pocket as before.
I reach into the pocket.
You find paper with something hard wrapped in between.
I open it up.
It's a ruby ring, the same one that Enwin lifted from the mansion. She says, "Sorry, but I didn't mean to deceive you. I still like you."
That monster. And I crush up the paper and I put on the ring.
It's a nice ruby ring. This will fetch quite a lot of money.
And
So it seems that she was in it for your elemental's power and not actually what was in that mansion.
and to think I almost killed her before. Should have taken those daggers when I had the chance.
So you walk inland, and as soon as you walk into the trees, you hear a monstrous scream, like some kind of creature crying out. And you see a trail going down this way, and you hear a waterfall too.
Okay. So I walk past the waterfall and I'm following the sound of the scream, trying to kind of be stealthy but really fast about it.
Okay. The scream came off from this direction.
It came from further in.
It came from this direction.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So as you're approaching this direction, you see what looks to be a large face, like a statue of a man kneeling in a face looking down ground.
Okay. What are these red things?
So as you approach, these are skeletal remains littered about in front of it.
Oh, snap. I look to loot each one, searching for valuables.
You look and loot, and there's coins. From all the red ones, you gain, I'd say 20 gold.
Oh,
Total.
wow. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna transform myself into a female child, a little girl.
So as you're searching these skeletons, come over to one particular, the one right next to you, and it's going to animate.
My apologies for the food sounds.
It's okay, it's okay. It's going to animate, but it's not going to attack. And he's going to say, I have no qualms with you. I only wish to be free from this prison.
And I gasp in terror. I'm just like, did that skeleton just talk? It's moving on its own.
Black smoke emanates from its body as its green eyes light up. It says, yes, and I need your help.
How can we help you?
A man once came through here by the name of Isaiah, and he has taken the most precious thing you can take from someone, their life. But my pound of flesh must be extracted. Get me to the mainland and find me a body worthy of my possession so I can take my revenge. Help me accomplish this, and the reward for doing so will be the most substantial, and to your liking.
If I help you do this, you'll have to aid me in combat as my ally after.
The most dangerous pact. Me being an ally means me taking up residence in your vessel, aka body.
Ooh. Well, no, we'll help get you a body, and then you help me with that body.
It's dangerous to promise me favors, but
do you want to be free or not?
If you can find me a suitable host, then I will aid you.
It shall be done.
Whatever you need help with.
Consider it done, my friend. We will find you the most optimal host. And what shall I do with this host once I find them?
You will bring them to me.
Alive?
Yes, alive.
It shall be done. I'll return here in the nightfall. And so...
So you have no way of leaving the island at the moment.
Right.
Your only option is to keep searching the jungle.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on walking. I want to come up and I want to observe this statue and everything.
So it's a large statue of a man kneeling,
right.
And on his face he has a weird mask that you've never seen. It has no eye sockets. It's just a blind mask, and it has sun's rays coming out of the head.
Do I see any like hidden access points for like
Give me a perception check.
Deeper?
You don't find anything. You see that it's been sealed off. Someone has broken something, which was originally a way to get in.
I observe it and then I turn and I start walking down this other path. And I would like to, I'm still disguised as the little girl. And I just walk over this bridge.
So you cross the bridge and it'll take you to a larger clearing. Right as you come around, you're in stealth, and you see a village of ruined huts and a troll to the south that looks like he's feasting on something.
Okay.
But as you are hiding there, you hear a whisper that says, "Oh," to the south of you, the immediate south.
I look over and start observing to the south of me. What do I see?
I'll tell you what you see. You see this woman crouching in a bush. She's looking right at you.
And I go over and I'm like, who are you? How did you get here? What do we do? This looks bad.
This used to be our old village. These goblins raided it. It isn't worth fighting. Follow me. Be quiet.
I'm right behind you.
So this big troll's just like chowing down on what looks to be a wild boar.
Oh shit.
So yeah, you guys sneak wide around it. As she gets to here, the troll's gonna like notice her, but before it can react, darkness is gonna swirl around it, and the troll is going to scream in panic, and she's like, "Quickly, run!" She gets to this stone slab that has a sun, and she's going to mutter an incantation that you don't know the language to, and a large staircase is going to appear. She leads you down it.
Oh snap.
There's 2 Trents.
Whoa. But which one's the right Trent?
Right, can you see?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
I'm loving
Alright,
the
now can you
music
see?
choice though. Yes.
Skyrim.
Yeah, now I can see right.
Alright. So as you come down, there's there's no stairs here. As she leads you down, 2 guards are going to stand in front of y'all,
Okay.
and they're gonna say something in a language. They have their spears out.
Uh-huh. I'm still
And
disguised as the little girl.
They're just gonna like interrogate the woman next to you, and eventually they like lower the weapons and step back, and she says, "I told them that you're a friend,
Perfect.
but what is a child doing out here?"
I just got caught up in the sea.
You washed ashore.
Yes, indeed. Have you seen my mommy?
I don't believe so. And where'd you wash up from?
Galen, I think.
Galen. Not that far, but still quite a ways away.
Have you heard of elementals?
No.
You haven't heard of those before?
No.
Are you lying? I want to do an Inception.
Insight, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, roll it.
Let's see.
Oh, she seems clueless.
Oh, and then the kid's just gonna be like, oh yeah, me either.
Are you hungry?
Yes, I'm starving.
Okay. She leads you. These guards are gonna go back to what they were doing. And she leads you into this room. This guy. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna mumble something, like, in a language you haven't heard of. And has his weapon raised defensively, and she says, "Stop. This Ugra. Is it a girl kid? Is it like a girl or a boy?"
I guess we'll make it a boy.
Alright. Stop. It's just a child. And he like goes back to cutting meat. And she says, "Here, it's not much, but we have some apples."
I grab like 3 apples. Because I'm greedy and I'm hungry. Thank you.
Well, we can either keep you here or send you off in a boat and wish for the best, but
So I
sure,
ask,
a child of Galen isn't really going to...
I ask, what are y'all doing here?
We're a sun tribe. We're the sun tribe.
Sun tribe.
Well, we're sun-born. We're born with a natural affinity to the sun.
Natural
We're able to harness its
affinity.
powers.
Interesting.
And receive blessings from the sun god Thalnos.
What kind of blessings?
Our affinity. Sorry, that was a bit redundant, but they get their affinity for sunlight from Thalnos, the sun god. And what it is basically they're able to wield light like a cleric, but not with conviction.
Gotcha.
It's more of they wish for it to happen and it happens.
Gotcha. That's cool. And then I ask the one who's by the apples, I'm like, have you heard of elementals?
Ugra knows nothing of elementals.
Me either. Thank
And
you.
he goes back to chopping meat.
I just kind of like pull her hand.
Grunts. She's like, "Oh, you want to see the rest of the temple?" She just leads you along.
I just look at this guard and I just like stare him down like a death stare.
Who is this?
Hi.
Oh, don't mind him. That's Nualtu.
New Alto. I just say, hi, my name's Trent.
Oh, Trent. Okay. Trent. And he like spits on his hand and holds it out.
I spit in mine and hold it out and shake it.
It's pretty slimy. It's disgusting.
Mine had boogers in it, so it's all good.
So he continues. He goes back and just like goes to sleep. He's leading you. She's leading you. You see a large statue in this room. And this guy right here is praying to it. But it's about 15 feet tall. And it has a similar mask on the statue that you saw back where that ghastly skeleton was.
I ask her, what's the meaning, what's the significance of these masks?
These are the masks of the Sun Priests. It's said when one wears the mask, they can see all that light touches, regardless of illusion or magic. So basically, you can see right through illusions and disguises in that mask. It
Very
reveals true
interesting.
properties of the object or person.
Are all the masks different?
They're all the same. They're blessed by a sun priest to gain their power.
Interesting.
But
Do,
instead, anyone can wear it and use the abilities.
do you know where it is?
The last known one was in that cavern that you passed by on the way here. The one with the skeletons out front. A man
Oh,
named Isaiah kept kidnapping our people and using them for his twisted experiments. He was the last known mask was in that building, but he murdered our priest.
murdered. That's terrible.
Murder! Yeah.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, murdered him.
I would never do such a thing.
So this man named Isaiah Cromwell, basically kidnapped most of their tribe, turned them into zombie slaves, and then they took over their temple, their home temple.
What a genius. I mean, what a monster.
What a man.
That is terrible. He will be brought to justice if I can't convince him to join my side.
Do you say that?
I mean, our side. Yeah, I say that.
She says, well, there's nothing to bring someone menacing like that to our side, but it should help you know that he's no longer on the island. A group of explorers came by and flushed him out for good, but that temple is no longer livable. It's full of rotten bodies and corpses, and who knows what else.
How do you get in?
You needed a sun mask.
A mask just to get in?
It only opens to people worthy, and none of us have the power that the priest had.
So you have to have the sun mask to get in.
Yes, and without it, we're out of luck. There's no opening that place.
Then who has the sun mask?
Either Isaiah or those adventurers that went in.
So
They were from Galen too, I believe. I never really got acquainted with them. They left in a hurry.
Oh well. Some things are better off left lost.
I'm the only one who can actually speak common in here, by the way. So
It seems that way.
stick with me and I'll translate everything.
Okay.
She leads you along. So in here is they've built a farm underground. There's brilliant lights, brilliant sunbeams shining down on the crops, helping them grow.
Wow. That's so cool.
Oh, there's two of you. That's not right. In here there's a woman and her child washing clothes in a hot spring. And they just nod, don't say much, and the kid kind of like hides behind the mom.
I wink at the woman seductively and keep going.
So nice. Nice.
Gotta get those extra bonus points in. It's RNG.
See another statue. These guys just admiring it. So you come into this hall. It's full of braziers, and right in front, you see a man sitting on a throne on a brilliant weaved rug, guarded by two people. She says, "In this This is Chieftain Nakasuan. Naukasuan. He's going to step off his throne, mumble something to you, and then to her. She says, he's kind of our impromptu leader, since we don't really have anyone left. He's a great fighter, but he has a request to make of you, since you're from Galen.
What request is this?
They speak in the unknown language again. She says, we want our island back. And we believe that people from Galen can help us do that. There's an unknown force here that still torments us.
And I say, I will do everything I can to help you, and I will tell my people.
A demonic force plagues this land and prevents us from moving back up, as well as hordes of goblins that have taken up refuge in a cave nearby. You're just a child, but if you can go get help, we have a boat that we can give you.
I'll do my best. I've never sailed a boat before. Just kidding. I'm like, I'll do my best.
This isn't the place for you. Galen's not that far.
That's true.
It'll take you a day to get there by rowboat.
I'll be fine. I look around the room. Do I see any valuables?
You see the braziers are partially gold plated.
What about the chief? Is he wearing anything cool?
You see several gold rings on each hand, and then piercings, seeming made of gold as well.
Does he have a crown?
Yes, it is a helmet, a silver or metal helmet with sun rays going up in all directions.
Okay.
It says, on second thought, I don't believe you should go along in the boat. Maybe I should go with you?
The chieftain says that?
No, the woman.
Oh.
Her name is Cheppy, by the way.
And I say, sure, that's fine.
Keep in mind, you have to get that skeleton across, too. So maybe you shouldn't take her.
I think I will take her.
Alright. Oh, okay. I get it. Alright. So, you're like, yeah, please, I need an adult. And so she agrees to help ferry you across.
I say maybe we should bring a guard for protection, at least until the boat. Because I'm scared out there.
She says, alright, we'll get one of our guards to come with us. So this guy is just going to walk up and volunteer.
Okay.
And you guys are escorted. So what do you do about the skeleton you encountered?
Well, I'm going to bring them both to the skeleton.
Oh, okay. So you bring them both to the skeleton.
Yeah, I say, I think I forgot something around this place. Let's stop by.
So you guys are by the skeleton's not animated, it's just on the ground.
Okay.
And what do you say?
I go overhand and I'm like, I think I dropped something somewhere around here. And I walk over to where I think the skeleton is.
Yeah, he's right there.
And I go over and I kind of whisper to him. I'm like, hey, I brought you two subjects. Which one do you want?
You hear a soft rattle from the skeleton, and he says, "The man seems to be the best."
So I say, should I kill him or what should I do?
Allow me. And he's going to swirl into a pillar of darkness and descend upon the male soldier. And he is possessed. And without words, he plunges his sword to the back of Cheppy, killing her instantly.
And I'm just like, wait, we needed Cheppy.
It says, very good. Now time to hold my end of the bargain. What is our move?
And I go, well, first things first, we need Cheppy alive, and you just stabbed her.
That wasn't part of the deal. I told you to bring me a body worthy.
You didn't have to kill her. Oh no, Cheppy. I want to take Cheppy back and see if we can save her. Heal her up.
So he skulks off.
And
towards the shoreline.
I'm like, hey, where are you going?
Getting out of here.
And I said, what about holding up your part of the deal?
Oh, I will. When you're ready, meet me on the beach.
Okay.
My need here is done.
I said, don't go anywhere too far. Keep up your end of the deal.
So, you grab her.
I grab her and I drag her all the way back.
Oh, to the thing?
To the thing.
The temple. Okay, so you sneak past the goblins once again.
Yeah, and I bring her back and I'm like, God, somebody, medic.
So, yeah, you bring her back.
Why is that funny, dude?
Because it's just like, this guy was clearly evil.
Yeah.
Why did you kill her? So, like, they don't say anything. Like, they don't speak anything that you can understand.
Right. I just bring her in and I'm like, we were attacked. Help her.
They look confused and they point their spears at you.
And I say, help her, save.
One of them walks up and inspects her wounds and sees the sword wound in her back.
And as the kid, I just like kind of bow my head and like, nothing I can do.
He motions towards the other and they like drag her off.
I just
around the corner.
I just dash out of there.
The guard doesn't attempt to chase you. So you dash back where? Out to the beach or back?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, out to the beach.
You grab Mr. Evil Guard.
Just kills her on the spot.
Alright. And you... There you go. Alright. So you guys are walking back and you see that there is a boat that had been laid out that's just covered in moss.
Okay, I go, this is our way to freedom, friend. And I say, what should I call you, by the way?
Call me Belgroth.
Belgroth?
Belgarith.
Belgarith.
Yeah.
Yes, it shall be done.
So, here. Here is the name. Can you see it?
I cannot.
I'll type it in chat. Thumbs up the token, but it's spelled like this.
Gotcha.
That is the name of the spirit that occupied this guy's body. Alright, so you guys row back to Galen, and it takes 2 days because this boat is rickety and full of holes.
I
And
manifest my elemental.
yeah, you go a little bit faster.
And
without
it's
sails,
and it's
it
air form like behind us, and it just like pushes us along.
Yeah, it's not as effective though without sails, but it speeds you up a little bit. But you guys are back in Galen. As you are coming into the docks, you see what looks to be like tons of water damage.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you see that there's little fires all over the city.
And I tell my allies to stay close, stay sharp.
Alright, so you walk back into the city. You see that there's holes in certain parts of buildings, and a few roofs have collapsed, and it's like little pockets of damage all over the city.
I go up near the
Some
statue.
guards that are injured. These guards are no longer there.
I go to the guards, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on around here? Why is
I'll tell
there
you what's
holes?
going on. Mordon, that's what. Their fleet came into our harbor and bombarded us.
Mordon, you say?
Yes. You're taking all the wounded to the infirmary. If you know anyone, get them there.
You've done well. Stay strong. Just like,
Balgareth says, Don. That's a name I haven't heard in years.
I say you've heard of them?
Yes. You can call him an old acquaintance of mine.
Really? Well, we haven't the time to chit-chat at this moment. Things seem to be in a state of emergency. We just bolt out of there.
Yep. So, from what you gathered, Mordon was bombarded by... Galen was bombarded by the fleet of Mordon.
Mm-hmm. And do I see this fleet out there?
No, they've already left. It was like an air raid type of deal. Like, they just, fired their cannons into the city from the harbor.
Just came to shit on the city for a while and let them know who's boss. Okay, wow.
So you make it back to the orphanage. And Emily comes out, and she's, very shaken. She's like, thank God someone's here.
I say, Emily, are you okay? I heard they were bombing the city.
Yeah. Nothing hit us, but downtown looks bad.
It really does. This place looks terrible. We never should have left.
And I will call it there.